Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with He said Michael Anthony Fitness, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. You think I need to go ahead and cut this? This is the Rona 4 months of hair. What do you think I need to cut it? What do you think, Mike?
I thought you already cut it.
I ain't cut it yet. No, it's just it needs to be cut, I think. But let me know. Leave a comment below. Let me know. Should I see if I can get a Jackson 5 throw out of it, or if I should just do like Mike and just cut it all down low? Okay. Leave a comment in there. Philly 500. You don't get to put into it. You don't get to say shit on that. So we're in here working on the bar. So hopefully tomorrow, if I can get the countertop done, we'll go ahead and start getting this thing put in. Here's the inside of the bar. Look at that. Oh, take a look at that. This is the inside. This is going to have, what's got dust on it? It's going to have a granite countertop. We've actually got a laminated top that'll be in here. There'll be a sink and a refrigerator that goes in there. And look at these shelves. Look at, aren't those pretty? Look at that. Pre-finished plywood. And I got the doors over here, although it really don't need doors, Daniel, but you got doors. But anyway, there's a lot of people, okay, right now that are talking about Jadeveon Clowney. And I probably mispronounce his name, but I don't care because I'm a name butcher. Okay, Clowney, originally drafted by the Texans, ended up having knee issues where he had the microfracture surgery, which is one of those ones that are hard to come back from, but he's come back from it. Went and was traded to Seattle, which they kept him for 1 year, and decided we're not going to pay a whole lot of money to hold on to him and let him go. Currently a free agent right now, who was looking originally for $22-23 million. Now we heard that his number had come down to about 18, so he was fire sale. Now, I don't know what he's looking for currently, but right now, as we sit less than 4 weeks away from training camp, he's not on a roster. And he may be looking at this right now and saying, I need to get a team. Now, we've heard him say that the Dallas Cowboys, I'd like to be a Dallas Cowboy. And right now, I think really he'd like to be on a roster that pays him the most money. I really don't think it matters what team it is, as long as he gets big bucks. Now, we heard that the Cleveland Browns were interested in him, or at least brought him in to talk to him, but apparently the number wasn't good enough to go ahead and make him bite. Now, I'm hearing a lot of people that say, oh man, let's get that guy. He'll be lights out. Well, here's what I'll say about Clowney. Clowney is one of those names that you know because of J.J. Watt. He's got J.J. Watt on the other side of the field when he was healthy. That helped out a lot. And he's a name that you know. And whenever we have a name that you know, people are like, oh man, we got to get that guy. But pump your brakes just a little. Just pump it just a little bit. Because you look at the season that he had. Now we were all mad about D-Law last year, right? Now D-Law I think he was 4th in tackles for loss in the NFL. So he did have that sack. He did have a lot of pressures and things. Just did not get the sacks.
Yeah, but that guy... I'm going to beat Michael Shanahan. That's what got me pissed off about him.
They call your mouth almighty, tongue everlasting. You ain't satisfied unless something's happening.
People were pissed off because of his mouth more than...
You got a big mouth. A big mouth. A big mouth. You got a big mouth.
He didn't shut up because mom told him
a big mouth. A big mouth. There's a rumor being spread about me and the crew about something we did or was supposed to do. You might not have heard it, or maybe you had. I first heard, all I did was laugh. I used to get angry and all uptight, but you could say what you want to spell my name right, because all I ever wanted from you was a rock in the house, and that's what the rumor was all about. I don't get involved in he said, she said, so take my advice and quit while you're ahead, because one day you might just write the check your behind can't cash. You got a big mouth. Yeah. Yeah, your mama told you shut up. When mama tells you sit your ass down, you better listen. But anyway, back to Jadeveon Clowney. It depends on how much money it's going to cost you. Okay? I'm not one that's like, yeah, we'll go in, because we actually have a lot of guys right now. We actually have a lot of guys. And I'm not sure for the price tag. Now, Here's the thing that everybody's saying now. Well, if you go the route of the New England Patriots model, which is sign a guy, let him have a good year, and let him walk. We learned that with Robert Quinn. We learned that with Randall Cobb, because we lost those free agents and Byron Jones. We're getting compensatory picks. How good is it for us next year? We're getting a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth round compensatory pick. So, you're probably talking about at least $10 million for Clowney. More likely, 12 for a one-year deal. The possible positive side of this would be if Clowney would be looking for a big deal. So this will be a contract year. And in which case, we've seen a lot of players in contract years play lights out. So you might end up seeing him have a really, really good season. However, we should be getting Randy Gregory back. I'm sorry, there's a hump and a bump on the floor here, so that's why it's moving. Sorry. You might be getting Randy Gregory back. You got Aldon Smith there. You got D-Law. And you have Tyrone Crawford. Now, here is the fly in the ointment. The fly in the ointment would be this. I'm not suggesting this, but I'm saying if you wanted to go the route, if you believe that Clowney is better than somebody you have on your roster that will make you better, here's how you could do it. You cut Tyrone Crawford. Tyrone Crawford's the last year of his deal. $8.5 million you save. You take that money and you pay Clowney to come in. Tyrone Crawford has been a workhorse, a dirty work guy. You know, he's like the trash man. You don't think about him too much unless the garbage is stinking. And he keeps the garbage from stinking. And you kind of missed him last year, his leadership ability on and off the field and things, with him having double hip surgery. But if you don't deem Tyrone Crawford a guy that's going to be able to make a difference, and you look at Clowney and say he would be an improvement over Tyrone Crawford at defensive end, that's the way you would do it. And then you say, okay, you're on a one-year prove-it deal, and let's see if you can do what Robert Quinn did. You can go get paid elsewhere, and we're good. What do you think about that, Mike? You let go Tyrone Crawford. I mean, Tyrone Crawford coming off double hip surgery, didn't play much last year. Come on, you know Tyrone Crawford got 2 Jobu t-shirts.
No, I'm just saying though, he got
Jobu t-shirts.
You didn't even know anything about him last year because he didn't really do nothing last year.
Because he was hurt. He had double hip surgery. Your thoughts, guys? Because we already have a numbers game. Here's the thing. We already have a numbers game on the defensive line, okay? You're not keeping everybody. I mean, you've got Tristan Hill. You got Gillum. I don't know. I think he could be motivated. I talked about him earlier this morning. But Tristan Hill, you got Gallimore, you got Dontari Poe, you got Gerald McCoy, you got Antoine Woods, you got Tyrone Crawford, you're going to hopefully have Randy Gregory, you got D-Law, you've got Aldon Smith, you got my man from JMU, out there. I mean, you've got like 12, 13 guys right now. All these guys aren't going to make it. And if you're going to bring in Clowney, you don't want to put that much more money into it. You got to go ahead and say who's not going to make it. And you can't be too top heavy with, Tyrone Crawford and Jadeveon Clowney. So, that's the way I look at it. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe you guys have a better solution to it. But I, for one, am not really on the bandwagon that much for Clowney. I just feel like he disappears sometimes in games and stuff. And I'm not sure how he'll be in that locker room, but we'll see what happens. Hope you guys are having a great hump day. It is, what time is it? It's 2 o'clock already on a hump day. We're almost through this day. And then tomorrow, get through that. Friday's a holiday for a lot of people, except for me because I always work. And then it's the 4th of July. And that all gets us a little bit closer to training camps up in a live stream tonight. What time? Michael Anthony, live stream 7 o'clock. Can I bomb it? I can't join in? I'm Mark Holmes with Michael Anthony Fitness, and we do what we do. That's putting in the work. See you soon.